About 10 years ago, our insurance company members, who are the first responders in a disaster financially speaking, really saw the need to protect families and their homes from what nature throws at it. So we set about creating the gold standard in disaster-resistant new construction, and in late 2000 we launched the Fortified for Safer Living program. There are currently more than 200 Fortified for Safer Living homes either under construction or complete in 16 states, and that number will continue to grow as planned developments that are being built to this disaster-resistant standard are built out. When Hurricane Ike hit the Texas coast, there were 2 Fortified for Safer Living communities in its path. Audubon Village on Bolivar Peninsula took a severe direct hit, but the only homes standing there today were all built to the Fortified for Safer Living standard. Up the road a bit in Galveston, Beachtown had the eye pass overhead and only sustained landscape damage. So this storm, as awful as it was, really proved that paying attention to construction and engineering details, choosing the right materials for the location, and heating elevation guidelines truly pay off when it matters most. Homes that are fortified for safer living, green and energy efficient, just like the next gen homes are better for us today as well as for generations to come, because these homes are easier to maintain because they are built properly and they won't end up in landfills when disaster strikes, which also preserves the building materials that otherwise would have to be used to replace them. Well, as this country invests in infrastructure, stabilizing the homeownership situation and the economy, we also believe federal dollars will be available to safeguard existing homes and harden the current building stock. So IBHS is finalizing retrofit recommendations so contractors can help homeowners stabilize their existing homes and protect them against the disasters they'll face. We believe if it succeeds that programs such as the My Safe Florida Home program or the Safe Home South Carolina program will be a model to stabilize existing homes throughout the country, whether they face wildfire threats, tornadoes, flooding. People should be able to apply for grants to upgrade their home and improve its defenses against whatever they face. Whether or not that happens, we still want this information available because more people are staying put in their homes. So if they're not building and can't use our disaster-resistant Code Plus construction standard, they should certainly take the opportunity to improve their home as it stands, which will also improve the resale value when the market changes down the road. Well, IBHS is thrilled to finally be fulfilling our dream to have a scientific laboratory to essentially crash test full-size structures. So in South Carolina, we are about to break ground on a facility that'll let us, in a controlled environment, look at what we're seeing already in the field when disasters strike. So we will be able to replicate Category 3, possibly Category 4 hurricane force winds, wind-driven fire, wind-driven water, and hailstorms. So instead of having to rely only on damage investigations after a disaster, we will, in a controlled environment, be able to look at the weaknesses of construction and certain building materials and find ways to make homes and families safer.